Good morning to one and all. This is Dr. P. Lavanya, working as Associate Professor in MBA Department in Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. Today we come across the question bank or the question A relating to the 5th unit of the module 5 related to the pricing strategies. So in this we analyze the critical evaluation questions. So that is the first question relates to that. Is it necessary to give discount to the people in order to buy a product? Educate. So here the question itself is point out in the real situations, asking that is every organization is required to provide the discount. If discount is provided, only the goods will be purchased by the consumer or not. So here we should find that whether or not, or maybe whether if we can offer a discount on the product. Here the educate depends upon that what are the various factors which analyzes in overall business strategies. So in order to give discount or not, we'll analyze some type of real life factors or the real marketing factors which will judge us that is discount is necessary or not. The first factor relating to this analytical question is market positioning. So by considering the market position, we can evaluate the premium product, means high class product. Offering discount might dilute the perceiving value, means consumer perceived value. If we have any high branded products, they have some significant price. If we give discount for that, the perceived value will be diluted. But on another hand, if the product is targeted to the price sensitivity market, means the discounts may attract more to the customers, means premium product dilutes, but whereas the price sensitivity or the middle and lower class, it will attract the consumers. And the next factor where we can analyze relating to the discount of a product was competitive landscape. Analyze that your competitor was what was doing. Based upon him, we regularly offers the discount. So you might need not to do the same as competitor has done. If they don't, then offer discount and unique selling proposition. Means we should identify the competitor strategy. Once competitor is regularly giving discount, we cannot give regularly. We'll give oftenly sometimes. If competitor gives oftenly, sometimes we can give the discount such that we will be differentiated from our competitors. Next, profit margins. We has to ensure that any discount offering still allow the organization to enjoy the healthy profits margin. If the discount significantly impact our profitability, we may need to renounce our pricing strategies. Means here the impact of the profitability will lead us to identify or re-evaluate our pricing strategy. Next, customer acquisition and retention. So discounts plays a vital role or the effective role in acquiring the new type of customers, and sometimes what are the present customers should be retained they should not escape from us and go to the competitors. So this will help us to retain the consumers is also one of the important issue. So we have to consider whether our customers are expanded, may be based or encouraged in case of repeated in the businesses. Seasonal or promotional offers. Discounts whatever may be tied up in a specific seasons, holidays or promotional events. This creates a sense of urgency or divert the customer to purchase more in that specific period. As we see that the festival offers and all will be there. So in the festivals, as the people will get some incentives, at the same way with the offers they are able to purchase the goods. Customer perceived value. If customer perceives, he has to advocate is that value is full price, it is worth of full price. So discount may not be necessary. So however, if we want to educate the customer relating to the value, then automatically initial discounts and initial offers might also help us to identify the customer perceived value. Customer feedback. listening or identifying the customer's need requirement and their feedback what they expressed relating to the interest in case of discounts or promotions. It could be signal such incentives will be clear if they express the interest in case of discounts or promotions. It could be signal that such incentives will be well received. Next, a bundle offers. Sometimes these discounts will directly affect the bundle offer of the price discounts. So considering this bundle, adjudicate with the related product or services. This can enhance the overall value proposition without directly lowering the product prices. And loyalty programs. Implementing the loyalty programs and encouraging the same customer for the repeat purchasing. So without need of the customer's constant discount. So rewarding the customers for their loyalty is build a strong customer base or the customer care relating to the product. Testing and interactive. So you may be experimented with the different discount strategies. We should test for which type of discounting strategies or the measures having a very good impact or how the customers are reacting. So these monitoring of the sales and customer feedback, overall profitability to determine effectiveness of the discounting approaches. So by these we can ultimately say that the decisions relating to the whether certain product to offer a discount or not should be aligned with our business goals and meets the preference of our target audience. So it is important to take the balance and benefits before your customers and the business. And the next question was critically examine that how does customer want to buy my product or services with low cost pricing. Means we want to analyze that what a customer will purchase a product or services when it is a low cost price. So customer preference for low cost pricing which considers a product or service in a complex and it also depends upon the different factors. Means what a customer required or what the customer want to do relating to that. Here it is a complex and depends on various factors. So let's examine that the critical aspects involved in the decision. So here the value perception. Customer often weights the perceived value of the product or services against the price. If they believe that the benefit of the quality offered justifies the product and they may willing to pay more. Means the perception or the attitude of the customer plays an important role. If they believe that the price is correct, then it will pay some more. On another hand, if there will have any little differentiation between your offering and low cost alternatives, they might opt for the cheaper options. So brand image and reputation. Some consumer associates with higher prices with better quality and reliability. If the brand are established as reputation for delivering the superior products or services, customer may be willing to pay the premium. Means the brand and the reputation plays an important role. The superior product with having a good quality, good brand, where customer is ready to pay for a high price. However, if brand is well known and associated with the quality, then lower price may not be appeal. Means if it is having a good quality, we need not go for low cost pricing strategy. Next, target markets. The preference for pricing can vary across the different target market. Some may be segmentized based upon the privatization of the cost saving, while other may be features, convenience or brand loyalty. So in order to understand the target audience need and the preferences, 100% we must go for most effective pricing strategies. Means based upon the need and requirement, automatically some may go for low cost pricing or some may not need. Next, competitive landscape. The pricing strategies of the competitors. So they place the competitors or the important role in case of this strategy, low cost price strategy. If product and services are significantly higher than alternatives in the market, then we want price sensitivity customers, means low cost priced customer. When our price is too low, it could arise the questions about the quality of our offerings. Next, cost structure. So our cost structure should be considered when setting the prices. If we have the minimum maintains a profitability with a lower price, it might be viable strategy. However, if prices are too high and low without considering the cost, it leads to the financial challenges of the organization in the long run. Means with low price, when organization is fine, getting good profits, okay. But if price is low and organization is getting losses, it leads to the financial challenge. Next, economic conditions. Economic factors such as inflation, unemployment rate, and overall purchasing power can influence the customer willingness to spend. Means the factors relating to the inflation, employment, PP will aspects depends upon the consumer willing. So in case of difficulties or maybe the consumer unwillingness, price sensitivity and priority cost will be taken into account. Marketing and promotions. The effectiveness of our marketing and promotions will affect the consumers. Impact will be more relating to perception of our product. If we can effectively communicate the value of the proposition, consumers may be willing to pay, and consequently, lack of effective communication may lead to be focus on solely upon the price. Means when there is no other marketing techniques or the other values, so the marketing strategies will be focuses mainly upon the price. Next, customer relationship. So building strong relationship with the customers can create the loyalty, and which goes beyond the price consideration. Means when the loyalty customers are there, automatically those will purchase and go for repeated purchase and also encourage the other people to purchase. So which is an excellent customer services and personalized experience and ongoing encouragement make the customers more willing and sticky to our brand even if cost or lower alternative exist. Means in case of difficulties or the cost variations, if we are having a good care with the customers, providing personalized services and engaging with customer willingness, then automatically the customer maintains a good relationship with the company. So by these above factors, we are able to identify that customer willing to buy a product or services at a lower price depends upon the combination of different factors, where the balancing the competitive pricing based upon the perceived value, brand reputation, and understanding the target market is crucial for successful pricing strategy. It's often beneficial to conduct market research and customer feedback and adopt the pricing strategies though they based upon the analysis of these factors. Means by giving a good efforts relating to the combination of factors and also the market research and adopt the pricing strategies where we are able to get a good cost lower pricing in case of these pricing strategies. Determine the cost based pricing. How do we companies use to fix fixed and variable cost in cost based pricing models? So first we will analyze what is cost based pricing and we'll go for fixed cost and variable cost and cost based pricing model. So as we know, the common pricing strategy is cost plus profits is called as price, which we'll call as cost based pricing. So where the company sets the price of his product based upon the cost of production. So the goal of this company is to ensure the company is covering its cost and making the profits. Means to cover the total production cost and beyond that making some percentage of profits. So there are two main components for cost based pricing. So those two main components are fixed cost and also the variable cost. First we'll see what is the fixed cost. Fixed cost where the expenses do not changes with the level of production or sales. So these cost remains constant regardless of the quantity of the goods and services produced. Maybe we'll give the example like rent or maybe insurance or depreciation of equipment. So what is these fixed cost role in case of cost based pricing? Fixed costs are very essential consideration in cost based pricing as they themselves contribute to the total cost of production. To cover the fixed cost, the company must ensure its selling price at least includes the constant expenses. Next, we can conclude like a variable cost. So, the definition of the variable cost or the variable expenses are which they vary according or directly proportional to the quantity of the goods or services. As production or sales increases, variable cost means per unit cost. When unit of production increases, the cost will also be increases. Means where variable cost will increases with setting the output increases. So the example for the variable cost may be like raw materials, direct labor and utilities. So what is this role of this cost based pricing means? Variable cost will have a direct impact upon the cost. Why? Because it is included as one of the element of the production where they are producing each unit of product and service. So here cost plus pricing considers taking the fixed cost which is fixed for certain capacity and at the same way variable cost which is to be calculated per unit by considering the total cost per unit. So where we'll see that formula for cost based profit where we can say that total cost per unit is fixed cost per unit plus variable cost per unit. So on this way we can go for calculation of these cost based pricing by considering both important components of fixed and variable cost. Now we go for the steps in cost based pricing. So the various steps related to the calculation of this cost based pricing as the sum of all fixed cost that is incurred regardless of level of production. So for want of level of production, so the total cost means how much goods and services we produce for calculation, we calculate the total fixed cost. So calculate variable cost per unit. After calculation fixed cost, next calculate variable cost which is associated with per unit or 1 unit of production. After calculating both fixed and variable cost, next determine the desired profit margin. Means these total fixed cost per unit and variable cost per unit, you are able to get total cost. So these costs we should then go for determining what percentage. Means for example, the fixed cost is 4 rupees and variable cost is 6 and the total cost is 10 rupees. Then out of the 10 rupees of total cost, what percentage of profits we want? Maybe for example, you want 20% of profit plus 20 means 2 rupees. 10 into 20 by 100, you are getting 2 rupees. So the total cost is 10 cost plus the desired profit margin that is 20% what I want is 2. Then I be able to get the selling price of 12 rupees. So here by adding the desired margin, we are able to add the total fixed cost, variable cost and desired profit which gives rise for the selling price per unit, that is S. So when I want to get the selling price, as we know that total fixed cost, variable cost plus desired margin. So in this way here the total cost, maybe that fixed and variable cost was more important for cost plus pricing model. So here we has to note only one limitation relating to the cost based pricing model where it is applicable in the conditions and competitors, customers perceiving to cost when pricing setting. So 100% we should take into the consideration of market, what are the changes in the market conditions, consumers taste preferences and also the other cost while setting this cost based pricing. So this is information which reflects that cost based pricing is an optimum pricing or common pricing where the maximum industries follows in case of dynamic market. And the next question. At what is necessary to find and implement right pricing strategy critically to company success. Means is a good pricing or right pricing strategy is important for company success. So analyze. Yes. So when I have been considering the different types of prices in case of pricing strategies, we'll say 100% is that a good or on time right pricing strategy must be there for company success. So it helps us to implement right pricing strategy and plays a crucial role in the successful for several reasons. So this pricing strategy will have a direct impact upon the company's revenue, profitability and positioning overall. So here and at the same way the right pricing strategy is more crucial while when I'm going or dealing with competitors or the competitiveness. So there are some key reasons or the important factors which are need to be analyzed in order to take or compete with right pricing strategy for a success of every company. So the first factor what we want to analyze is profitability. So the pricing influences the company's profitability. It is essential that to set the price which covers the total production cost and also allow for a reasonable profit margin. Already we have seen that cost based pricing means total production cost plus profit margin will get the price of a product. So this could be possible only when we have the understanding relating to the cost structure, market demand and competitors pricing which plays very important role in significant profitability which we analyzed in the pricing strategy. Next, competitive positions. Here the pricing plays a significant role in how a company perceiving within the market. Means on what type or the what nature does the product is perceived by the consumers and also the competitors. A company can position itself as premium or mid-range or budgeted option based upon the pricing strategy. So here the competitor positions landscape should be considered in order to avoid the pricing wars between one and another, and also it allows the company to differentiate itself based on the value rather than just price. So the position itself will make us to identify that which is good or the competitor or we based upon the value. Next, market share. So pricing decisions can impact a company's market share. Aggressive pricing may lead to the increased market share in a short run. Means a good pricing decision maybe when it is attract or went penetrated into the market, it gives more amount of the market share of the product within a short period of time. And this also compromises the profitability where the premium pricing may attract to net markets but limited overall the market share. Next, customer perception. So prices often influence the customer perception of the product or services. So as we know, the customer receives the product in a positive manner, though it is associated with the higher prices, higher quality, but the customer is happy to purchase. While lower price may be suggested, the lower quality means the nature of the customer perception. Higher price indicates a maximum higher quality and lower price indicates the lower quality on customer perception. And the next, aligning this customer perception, we should perceive the value of the product which help us to build the competitive positions and customer perceptions. So the next one factor when we analyze relating to the pricing strategy was adopting the market changes. Markets are the dynamic and economic conditions where it relates to the consumer preferences and competitive landscape. However, a flexible pricing strategy will allow the company to adopt these changes which make more effectively. Means market changing, identifying the customer taste preferences will exhibited in the pricing strategy. So which were more accepted by the consumers rather than the static pricing strategy. brand image. The pricing strategy contributes itself to overall brand images where it places the premium prices enhances the brand perceiving value. Where exclusively we can identify that discount pricing may be impact the brand negatively if it is aligned with the brand position. Means a good positive pricing must and should have the impact upon the brand positively. If it have a negative impact, then it will have to go for brand positioning. Next, demand elasticity. Understanding how the sensitivity of the consumer's demand is to be changed in the pricing, which is in a crucial point or the crucial role. This we can have an acknowledge and make to understand the elasticity, responsiveness of the consumers related to the change in the price, related to the quantity have to be identified. So by this we can have the knowledge relating to the informed decisions about the pricing adjustments without negatively impacting. So by taking the above factors where the pricing strategy we can have or we can craft a good pricing strategy which enables the company's success. So this well-crafted pricing strategy which is an integral part of the company to successful for overall business strategy. Where this pricing strategy requires for understanding of market dynamics means market changes, what is the cost structure of the product and what type of consumer taste preferences and behavior are there. So based upon that, the company when it uses or manages an effective pricing strategy which are better positions in order to sustain the sustainable growth and to maintain the profitability and stay along with the competitors in the market. So a good pricing strategy 100% will helpful for the success of the company. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.